Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the topic Module 4. First part centroid, second part is moment of inertia. Okay. So, actually, if you learn the centroid and moment of inertia together, the clarity will be more. That's why I have started both together. Part A and Part B, I'm going to start side by side. Okay. So, this both are only very closely related. Then why we need to study separately? We need to study side by side only. Okay. So some people will misconception will be there, a misunderstanding will be there with respect to center of gravity and centroid. Okay, so center of gravity means what? It is the point where the whole weight of the body is assumed to be concentrated. Then what is meant by centroid? Any guess you have? Then what is meant by centroid? Centroid means it is the point where the whole area is assumed to be concentrated. That is the main difference that we need to see. That is the point where the whole area is assumed to be concentrated. So in simple terms, what we can say, centroid means always with respect to the area, plane area. There one point will be, it is a point where the whole area of the body is assumed to be concentrated. In case of center of gravity means it is a weight, total weight of the body where it is assumed to be concentrated. It is the point where the whole weight of the body, here only it will be assumed to be concentrated. It depends upon the plane area. If it is of a rectangle, it will be a different point. If it is of a triangles, hemisphere, difference. So different points will come to that. So why we need to study this centroid? Why we need to study this? For example, civil engineers mostly will consider this topic will come into the topic of structures. Structures, what are the structural components we have in civil engineering? Columns, beams, slab, like that different component of structures is there. So for this structure, we need to know what is the moment of inertia. That moment of inertia depends upon the centroid. Okay, so what is meant by moment of inertia? It is a resistance offered by the body against bending. That is what moment of inertia. Okay, in simple term. But mathematically, it is a second moment of area. Okay, so for structures, we need this concept of centroid and moment of inertia for civil engineers. For mechanical engineers, in case of any bodies that you will take for aircraft design, you won't consider the centroid, but you will consider center of gravity. But the basic knowledge is important. I told you, first is simple things we should know. So for a plane area, what is the centroid? We should know. Then we will go to this concept of center of gravity. Okay. So in this module 4, we are not going to see how to calculate the center of gravity. It is your next level of study in your next year. Okay, fine. So we'll come to the topic. Okay, so this is what, so we are going to see only with respect to the centroid. Still 3 points is there. I will give it to you. You can just refer that. Okay, but the basic concept is this only. It's the point where the whole area of the body is assumed to be concentrated. Okay, fine. So next is we need to calculate the centroid. How to calculate the centroid? Okay. So how to calculate the centroid? For example, I told you for beams, you remember, for beams, if it is of a rectangle, so this is like a beam, okay, fixed beam. For example, if you are sitting in some RCC structure, okay, the structure will be like this only, right? So if you are in the first floor, what type of beam it is? Both end is fixed support, so fixed beam. Right, so fixed beam, a rectangular beam that too. So where the centroid will be, according to our last module support reactions, exactly at the middle. Okay, fine. In case of a circular beam, cross section only I'll draw, where it will be exactly at the middle. Okay, for rectangle and this one is like exactly in the middle. But in case of triangular loading, what you did, from the minimum portion, what is the centroid? You remember the formula? From the minimum portion, the formula is 2L by 3. From the maximum portion, what is the centroid? L by 3. You remember this formula? Fine. Why I told this L by 3 to L by 3? How I calculated this? This is what the concept. So for any plane area, how to locate this point? How I am deciding this formula? How I am deciding? It is based on the concept of theorem of moment. Okay. What is theorem of moment? What is the use of theorem of moment? First of all, for rectangle it is very easy because it's symmetrical, so it is acting at the center. But in triangle, how to calculate this formula? Where the centroid will be, where the area is assumed to be concentrated, how to calculate it? I need one generalized formula, right? So how to arrive this generalized formula is a concept of theorem of moments. Okay, we'll go to that. Theorem of moment. Theorem of moment. Using the theorem of moment, we are going to calculate calculation of centroid for the plane area, using theorem of moments. First we will see what is meant by theorem of moment. You remember theorem of moment? Varignon's theorem, you remember that? Varignon's theorem says that resultant force, resultant multiplied by the perpendicular distance is equal to what? Can you tell me? It is the moment of a resultant force moment at a particular point. For example, moment at A is equal to, what is the formula? F1 d1 plus F2 d2. What does that mean? This is the M1 M2. In a force, F1 is there, F2 is there. Their perpendicular distance with respect to a certain point is the resultant moment. This is what theorem of moment. Using this concept, I am going to arrive this centroid. How I am going to get it? Next video we will see that.